Installation and Maintenance Manual for R32 Refrigerant Air Conditioner. Development of refrigerant is believed to be a part of science and technology history. Human beings have never given up seeking the best solution of cooling and experienced a long period of failures and successes to gain natural cooling medium in the early 19th century, CFC and HCFC in the 20th century, the environmentally safe cooling agent in the 21st century, and R32, which has been widely applied in cooling equipments. With excellent features of physical property, environmental friendliness, safety and stability, R32 has been used by more and more cooling equipment manufacturers. Higher uses the refrigerant in air conditioners. Chapter 1. Highly efficient and environmental protection. Chapter 2. Simplified installation. Number 1. Improved mounting plate. Number 2. Support clip. Number 3. Dismountable bottom cover. Number 4. Wider tube spacing. Number 5. Two-way drain pipe. Installation process of R32 air conditioner. Chapter 1. Tools. Chapter 2. Precautions for installation and maintenance. Number 1. The installation site must be well ventilated. Number 2. No open flames and heat source higher than 370 degrees Celsius, such as welding, smoking, and using oven. Number 3. Take anti-static measures if the installation environment is dry. Number 4. The installation site must be free from heat source and inflammable or explosive articles. Number 5. If leakage happens during installation, please close the outdoor valve immediately and let all persons leave the room. Notice, any operation should be started 15 minutes after the leakage stopped. Chapter 3. Installation site inspection. Number 1. Room area must not be less than the required area. Number 2. Do not install the outdoor unit in a confined space. Number 3. Do not drill holes where water, power, and gas pipelines are embedded. Number 4. Make sure power supply wires are grounded. Number 5. The installation position should be at least 1.8 meters higher than the ground. Chapter 4. Unpacking. Number 1. Unpack and inspect the unit at a well-ventilated place. Number 2. Check whether there are dents on the unit. Number 3. Check whether the indoor unit nitrogen seal is intact. Number 4. Check outdoor unit with an electronic leak detector. If there is leakage, the unit should be sent back for repair. Number 5. No flame is allowed during the inspection process. Chapter 5. Indoor unit installation. Number 1. It is strongly suggested that indoor unit be installed with connectors of refrigerant tubes on the outside. Number 2. No electrical appliances, power switches, sockets, or valuables were installed or placed under the indoor unit. Number 3. Determine the installation position of indoor unit by attached table. Number 4. No flame or heat source above 370 degrees Celsius is allowed at the installation site. Number 5. Installation process. Drill holes. Fix mounting plate. Wiring. Connecting pipe. Chapter 6. Outdoor unit installation. Number 1. Installation process is the same as that for R410A product. No fire source is allowed within 3 meters. Number 2. Install the outdoor unit by 2 dimensions. Number 3. Wires and cables must be firmly connected with outdoor unit. Number 4. The outdoor unit must be grounded. Chapter 7. Leakage detection. Number 1. Connect a digital vacuum gauge to the outdoor unit and vacuum the tubing system at least 15 minutes. Number 2. Turn off the vacuum extractor when pressure value is below 60 Pa. Number 3. Keep the vacuum gauge pressurizing to 3 to 5 minutes and check whether the pressure will rise again. The leakage will cause the pressure rise again. Open the outdoor valves if there is no leakage. Number 4. Remove the vacuum hose. Chapter 8. Test running. Number 1. Check and make sure all wires are firmly connected and the unit is grounded. Number 2. Test leakage at the outdoor pipe connectors with soap water or a leak detector. Number 3. Keep the room windows and doors closed for half an hour, then detect whether there is a leakage on indoor unit. Number 4. Start the unit and make it run for half an hour to check whether the unit runs well and the pressure is normal. Chapter 9. Charging refrigerant. Number 1. The R32 refrigerant charging tube and equipments shouldn't be mixed up with other refrigerant. Keep the charging tube as short as possible because the long tube will retain more refrigerants. Number 2. Make sure the unit is grounded before charging. Number 3. Charging the refrigerant in a low flow speed. Please note, do not exceed the specified volume. Number 4. If there is leakage in the unit, please stop charging and fix the leakage point first. Notice, if the charging volume is less than 40 grams, we can operate with the unit turned off. If the charging volume is more than 40 grams, we'd better operate with the unit running. Chapter 10. Charging with the unit turned off. Number 1. Gather the refrigerant back to outdoor unit and turn power off. Number 2. Connect the charging tube to the three-way valve. Number 3. Vacuum the system by vacuum pump. Number 4. Open the cylinder valve and charging valve. Number 5. Control the charging volume by electrical scale. Number 6. Stop charging and turn on the unit. Start running test. Chapter 11. Charging with the unit running. Number 1. Connect the charging tube to the three-way valve. Number 2. Vacuum the connect tube by vacuum pump. Number 3. Open charging valve and check the system pressure. Number 4. Open the cylinder valve after the pressure becomes steady. Number 5. Control the charging volume by electrical scale. Number 6. Stop charging and turn on the unit. Start running test. Chapter 12. Pickup repair process. Number 1. Gather the refrigerant back to outdoor unit and turn off outdoor valves. Number 2. Make sure that the site is well ventilated and free from flame or strong electromagnetic radiation, and then recycle the residual refrigerant of the pipe system to the recycling tank. Number 3. Clean the indoor unit and connection pipe as below process. Connect the charging tube to the outdoor unit and open the charging valve. Stop charging the nitrogen until the pressure is up to 1.5 MPa to 2 MPa. Keep this pressure for 30 seconds to 1 minute. Then vacuum the system by vacuum pump. Repeat above operation 2 times. The nitrogen can be let off to the air in the last time. Remove the charging tube and dismount the unit. Number 4. Bring back the defective unit for repair. Cautions. Vacuum the system at least 30 minutes before cleaning the system with nitrogen. The unit has to be cleaned according to the cleaning process before doing repair work. Chapter 13. Service and repair norm. Number 1. Repair works that couldn't be done at customer's house. Welding works shouldn't be done at customer's house, such as changing compressors or other copper pipe parts. Number 2. Work field pre-examination. There shouldn't be any R32 residue in the room. The room area should conform to the required area. During repairs, The work field should be kept well ventilated. No open flames or heat source higher than 370 degrees Celsius in work field. Prepare at least one dry powder type or carbon dioxide type fire extinguisher, and also at least one electronic leakage detector. Turn off the mobile phone and other electron radiation equipments. Wear anti-static clothes and gloves in dry season, or if relative humidity is below 40%. During the whole repair process, unit should be kept grounded. The refrigerant cylinder should be kept away from the flames or electric equipments. Chapter 14. Emergency Measures. Number 1. The handling process of a serious leakage happened. Open the ventilating device and turn off the power supply of the work field. All persons in the field should be evacuated. Cut off the leakage source if possible on the premise of being safe or waiting for firefighters to deal with it. Number 2. Evacuate the residents nearby. Call the fire department. Keep at least 20 meters away from the leakage field and prohibit other persons or vehicles from coming in. Number 3. The fire disaster should be dealt with by professional firemen. Number 4. After the fire is put out, please purge the leakage field with nitrogen and at the same time test the concentration of the refrigerant at the leakage field and nearby until the concentration drops to 0. Chapter 15. Different measures for handling R32 and R410A. Number 1. An electronic leak detector, a digital vacuum gauge, and a refrigerant tank must be available. Number 2. The site must be free from flame or heat source above 370 degrees Celsius, and a fire extinguisher is available. Number 3. Anti-static measures must be taken on site. Number 4. Room area must not be less than that stipulated in attached table. Number 5. Detect leakage to the outdoor unit before installation. Number 6. The vacuuming should continue at least 15 minutes and reduce the pressure down to under 60 Pa. Then keep the vacuum gauge pressurizing to 3 to 5 minutes and check whether the pressure will rise again. Number 7. The pipe system repair should be done at the workshop, where ventilating device and fire extinguisher should be installed. The workshop shouldn't have power supply socket or temporary power cable joint. Number 8. If the unit needs to be picked up, the pipe should be cleaned as requested. Number 9. When the refrigerant leakage happens, please cut off the power supply and the leakage should be dealt with by professionals.